So we did came in here earlier, but the houses were... Oh, this one's not...
Hello? Who's there?
It was open. So this is the 1923's modes on the visual settings. Just wanted to quickly show you guys. It's like an old-timey movie. I won't be playing like this because I mean it's just grayscale, and I want to see this beautiful game. So let's change this back. 1923's modes off. Go. Here we go. Nice and bright again. Or colorful. Well, let's start checking these houses.
Hello? Anyone here?
Why, hello, Mr. American. Please come in for a cup of tea and biscuits.
You're not helping. Also, they drink coffee here, not tea.
Savages.
Shall we knock again? Oh, I tried to open. Oh, hot dog, I'm crying already.
No one home?
Alright, guess we can't go in. Just wander around. Let's check out this one. Surely, there's gotta be someone here. Maybe that was wind.
Hello? Anyone home?
Okay, maybe it was just a wind. Doesn't look like no one's here. This must be the bed. Or, no, there's beds here, so what the hell is that? Still, the mystery is unsolved.
September 21st, 1923. Vi desperata. Lissie, found something here. Escalated from words to stones. Blood has been spilled. The curse haunts us all. There is no hope left in... Good Sfarlata. Good. God. Right. In this God-forsaken place. The death of the... Jiminy. Death of the children was the end of Grovik. Whatever remained of our souls departed with them. You should see this, Lissie. The letter just trails off. It was never sent.
The death of the children. That is very eerie. What the hell?
Did you see this door closing?
It was just the wind, teddy bear. You're as skittish as a pussycat. There's one more house. Third time's the charm.
Right, here we go.
There must be someone around.
Only one way to find out, old sport. Did you check all the houses?
I'm on it.
Anyone home?
Unless they're playing hide and go seek, I'd say that's a no.
Alright, here we go.
Three strikes, you're out.
I don't think anyone's been home for a while. Someone painted the word traitor on one of the doors.
Oh.
And there was a letter. It sounded foreboding.
Well, you were wrong. The villagers are not indoors.
He's only seen a small part of the village. He thinks there are still many places to visit. Elizabeth's the sole reason he's there. Can't lose sight of that. Yeah, we can't lose sight of
Where
that.
would Betty go if she was here right now?
I'm sure she'd go for soda pop. Do you think they'll have cola at the general store?
Doubtful.
Boo.
Betty likes exploring new places. She'd have done the same here. And she'd have left some trace of where she'd gone. I just need to put myself in her mind. See this place through her eyes.
Well, it's a bright and beautiful day. And we have nothing better to do.
What on earth are you doing?
Handstands, Teddy. My record is 2 minutes. I'm working on 3. Just go on ahead. I'll catch up.
Alright, you keep practicing your handstands. So where would Elizabeth be? Or go? if I was there. Be to the top of the church. Not sure. Mr. Goat? I know you're looking at me. Do you have any ideas? Chance?
Lissie!
Over here, Teddy!
Yeah. Not sure. Shall we check the rest of the... There was no more houses. That way leads to God knows where. Let me check the map real quick, actually. So... Oh... Maybe the houses by the... I'm not sure. There's a couple more houses to the right. Maybe we should investigate those first. Okay, so let's just go back real quick. Oh, but that's the... where we came from, right? Like the manor, that's up there. Should be a couple more houses here by the right side of it. Oh, there's... Okay, that's not a house, it's just a... Okay. Alright, let's carry on the other way then. Continue this path. Maybe we can check out the church. Maybe someone's there.
Where are you, Lissie?
Teddy!
Yeah, okay. It's all good then. Just have to keep checking on her. Very Nordic looking house, very cool. What's this
July
notice?
24th. Memorial service. A commemoration of the accident at the mine this past summer. No services after that.
I wonder what is this? It's like a lady with a horn. Some guy on a boat? Sorry, a boat. I know mines. For a mans alle som mistet livet ved. Not sure. Something about mines, I think. Sorry, I'm stepping on the graves here. Just kind of wanted to see.
All these graves. What happened?
It's a cemetery.
But look at the soil. These are recent burials.
Maybe
You're
the
right.
children.
Do you think this is where everyone's gone?
Well, very
Are
unlikely.
they all
Sadly,
dead?
counting the fresh graves, there are many, but not enough. People could have left. He thinks a slow trickle, leaving.
I don't like
Nah.
it here.
This can't be everyone.
Exactly.
Besides, someone had to bury the bodies.
Fair point. Well made.
Something did happen. Several people died in a short period of time.
How? An accident? A mass murder? Spanish flu?
I wouldn't want to speculate until I've learned more.
I can speculate for the both of us.
Well, Betty's not here. I'm gonna keep looking.
What about the church?
Yeah, that's where I was going.
Why would they board up a church?
To keep the What does that say?
God is not here.
Can't really see into it. Sorry, she was gonna say something about the goats that kind of interrupted her. Maybe to keep the goats away, I think that's what she was going to say. Can I... No, okay.
Betty would have taken
So much for that. No wedding, no baptism, no funeral.
There must be people somewhere. Where are you going?
For constitutional. To breathe some of this salty sea air. You go on ahead. I'll find you.
Alright.
You'd have thought someone would have seen us by now.
Even if they were all hiding indoors. Maybe there was a spell or curse that made them all invisible.
Honestly, Lissie.
Or maybe we are the invisible ones. But then we would see them, wouldn't we? No, I think my original thesis is more likely.
The villagers turning invisible is the more likely thesis.
Do try to keep an open mind, Edward, darling.
Okay. Alright, enough of your nonsense. I am trailing forward. Another goat. This place is crawling with them. Like I said, there's no other way from here, I think. Let's backtrack up until the gate, and then we'll take a left or something from there. Look at this. Oh man, this is amazing. It's really beautiful, the game. At least these sceneries. And the light passing through the leaves. That's pretty cool. I mean, some of the models or the textures aren't, all of that, but still, all in all, a very good looking game. Yeah, we're just making our way back now. I was gonna see if there's something here, these Hunter's Lodge or something. Can we open this? No, not yet. What about this place here? Oh, we can't climb it? Okay, I guess we're not meant to. So what's left to do is go back down. Shall we check that house? Let's do it.
What if everyone turned into a pebble? And they can't speak, but they see and feel everything that happens to them.
There's something very wrong with your head.
Wouldn't that just be awful? Why, I'd be a murderer. What's this?
Remnants of the mining operation.
What, mine?
Remember, I told you yesterday. There was a mine here, but it closed down 20 years ago.
I know, Edward. I was just checking for a sense of humor. Still nowhere to be found.
Okay.
What did they use this for?
Bringing the ore down from the mine before it was loaded onto boats.
So, diamonds? Gold? Or just boring old silver?
Iron ore.
Or what?
Rock, which contains
I
iron
know.
deposits. that-
Okay, Edward. Where do these tracks lead?
To the mine. Where else would they go?
I don't know. A castle up in the mountains, where the frost giants live? And this is how they receive their monthly offering of meat from the villagers. Goat, I hope. I don't understand why they just leave this here. Like an altar to adversity. It's creepy.
Rustic superstition. Perhaps they believed they'd attract bad luck if they moved it. Tilmin Om. It's a memorial. 3 men died when the mine collapsed in 1902. Georg Hatlestad, Niels Frambu, Arne Fretland.
See, this is what working a regular job. Did you say Fretland?
The younger brother who was mentioned in the article.
Tragic incident like this one, he knows in a community so small it would be felt by everyone. Where the younger Fretland, Edward thinks, was a victim of his family's ambitions. It could just be an accident, man. I mean, yes, you could say he was a victim, but I mean, it was just an accident.
The newspaper said the accident forced the mine to shut down.
What does any of this have to do with us?
I still don't know why Elizabeth came here.
And you think it has something to do with this mine?
Or with what it did to the village. Maybe.
I was gonna say there's a working boat here, but I don't think so. Can we go inside this house? I don't think so. There's a door on the backside. Let me try that again. From the other side this time. Okay, no, apparently we can't. Maybe through here? No. Looks to be empty anyway, so let's just carry on. Follow the tracks.
No trespassing for traitors.
Cool. Want to jump the gate and explore what's on the other side?
Edward isn't
What do you
particularly
think, sport?
enthused by the idea of climbing the fence and braving the patch up the hill. Edward considers the rickety gate and the overgrown path
Teddy?
to the woods. Now let's do
Sign
it.
says no trespassing for a reason.
Come on! There may be trolls, or at least more houses. Where's your sense of adventure, old sport? Don't you want to see where these tracks go?
They lead to the old mine, and no. I've had enough adventure on this side of the fence. Besides, they wrote no trespassing for a reason.
You're such a terrible bore, Teddy Bear.
Oh, it was
I'll
actually...
wager 1,000 clams you'll jump this gate at some point, if you believe Betty's on the other side.
Frederick Fretland. Who are these traitors he refers to?
I sure thought he was gonna jump the fence.
The weather is favorable today.
I did a little dance last night, appeasing the weather gods. Thor, in particular, was mightily impressed.
Was he?
Promised to back off with the thunder and lightning for a spell. And don't you know, he proposed to me.
Of
But I told
course.
him I'm not into gods. I prefer jazz musicians.
Okay. So where shall we go? What else is there to see? Oh, maybe that house there to the left from here? Is it this one? Oh no, it'll be that one. Let's try that one once again.
How about we don't go back to Hanover and stay here instead?
And how would I survive?
Hunt, harvest, forage. People have survived here for centuries. Why can't we?
I wouldn't even know where to begin.
I could learn. I'd start with goats. Goats can be eaten and milked. Probably not in that order.
What is this? Telegraph?
The telegraph is out of order.
Well, there goes my plan. NOSOS.
This was 2 years ago, but the notice is still up.
How can it take 2 years to get something like that fixed?
If they couldn't afford it? Or couldn't get anyone to come fix it?
Well, this place really is off the map. Here be dragons. Or Draugans, I guess.
The ferry route is no longer operating.
Rats!
Mrs. Fretland already informed me in her letter.
I know. Still warrants a resounding rats.
I wonder why it stopped running.
Look around. How many people live here? 20? 30? That can't be enough for a ferry route.
Things got quieter after the mine closed down.
They need to move on and find something else to put their village on the map. Tobacco farming, maybe.
Oh, is Draugen actually? Does that mean dragon? Oh my god. I thought it was the other thing, the Nordic mythology creature. That seemed way more cooler. But that makes sense because the icon for the game, or the main logo, seems to have a dragon in it. I was just being silly, I guess.
They had a memorial service for the accident in the mine. On July 24th, in the village church.
For something that happened 20 years ago?
It still affected their lives.
Oh, so it's supposed to for the memorial. Alright. What does this say? He pities the village disconnected as it is from the world outside, but he sees the parallel to himself, disconnected from humanity.
They must have been so isolated, with no easy way in or out.
Aren't there boats?
You saw how much work it was to cross the fjord. And if the weather's bad...
Can't be healthy, being so isolated. Cooped up inside, reading the collected works.
Yeah, all right. I get
This
it.
village is basically you, Teddy.
I said, all right.
Now, what is this? His arms are still sore from the trip across the fjord. He won't soon forget the
The
ordeal.
ferry would have made the trip here much easier.
And you wouldn't have had to pay that farmer a fortune to rent his boat.
I had no choice.
We should keep his boat, if it comes back. Bring it with us to Hanover.
Do what with it exactly?
I don't know. Grow parsley in it? Use it in the pond? Forget it, stupid idea.
Yeah, if he ever comes back. Still not sure about that. Can I check this house? No. Oh, it was knotted.
There's no damage to the rope.
I don't know what that means.
Nobody cut it. I guess the knot could have unraveled on its own.
Didn't you say you used a sailor's knot?
I'm a scholar, not a fisherman.
So who took our boat? A ghost?
Tide, current, a stranger in the night. Whatever stole the boat, Edward knows can be explained.
If not a ghost, then a goat? The goat's row?
Always the goats. The fjord Edward knows can be treacherous, currents, still
Maybe
lives.
the boat saw an opportunity to be free of the yoke of humanity and stole off into the night.
It could have been the tides, I guess.
I believe the tide took our boat.
If you say so. But then who were you chasing after last night? A shadow?
I don't know. It was probably all in my head.
Is this draw? Are we drawing something here? Oh, the scenery? Oh, that's quite cool. Can we see the drawing? Oh, that's quite cool. Just a rough sketch. We'll fill in with some color later on. Right. How did the knot unravel itself, though? Isn't that a bit weird? Let's see if he has anything to comment on this side of the island. Nope. Okay. Right, let's knock on the door. See if we can go into this Frederick and Sons? Frederick, yeah.
Frederick, Fretland, and son.
Johann's brother and nephew.
The Fretlands have their fingers in all the pies, including the only store in town.
Also the post office and telegraph. There may be something that'll lead us to Betty in there.
Or at least to some canned sardines. We need to get you fed, old bean.
Indeed. It was just a general store then. Was this sardines? Yes.
Fretland and Son.
How do you figure?
It's on the sign above the entrance. And on this photograph. Frederick and Simon Fretland. Simon Fretland. Frederick's son.
And Johann's nephew. See, I'm getting the hang of this. Simon. Simon. That was the name in the burnt book. So Simon is Ruth's older cousin.
Oh, okay.
The older gentleman is clearly Mr. Fretland's twin brother.
Twins are confusing. If this was a dime novel, they'd be switching places at some point to confuse the coppers. Damn you, twins!
I'm sure they'll confuse me at some point. So let's try and go in the store. Hopefully.
Applesauce.
Why lock any doors? I can't imagine they have a problem with punks and hoodlums.
The sign says they're closed, but I thought maybe... Hello? Are you open? Is anyone there?
Can't you just bust down the door? Locks be damned.
Breaking and entering, I will not. I'll just dislocate my shoulder.
We're not the most athletic of persons or people. Let's try the window since the bird was so curious with it.
Is that? Lissie, come here.
Oh, that's Betty's hat.
Betty's hat.
Yep.
She was here. She could still be in there. Betty? Betty!
Are you sure, Edward? I mean, it's just a hat. Is it even a hat? I'm not
I know
sure.
my sister's hat, Lissie. I have to get inside.
What about the breaking and entering part?
I could care less what they call it.
Our sister might be here. That's probable cause. Shit, won't open. Maybe I need a brick. Smash the window. Come on, you can do it. Let's smash the door in. Dude, no. Okay, maybe one of the side windows. Come on, one of them. It's gotta be open. Fuck. Can we climb on to the roof? Nope. Can I take the shovel, break down the door? What does that say on the side there? Bingo. Come on. Oh, this one is open. All right.
Here's an open window.
You seem eager to break the law. I approve.
Pull.
It won't budge.
Nah, don't be a milquetoast.
Well, I'm stuck.
Attaboy, Teddy. You can do this.
All right, let's try that again. Harder now.
I can't believe I'm actually breaking... Whoops, Daisy.
Oh my god.
Oh my, Teddy. You're such a sap.
My hip. Help. It's dislocated. Dislocated, damn it. Oh, the youth these days. No manners. Alright.
Edward Charles Harden. Dilettante. World traveler. Cat burglar.
A cat burglar would, by definition, enter a building on a higher floor.
The state of this place.
Oh, Betty.
Oh my
Edward.
god.
I hope you weren't here when...
Is this... blood?
Not necessarily human blood.
Well, that's alright then. What does it say? Barn murder? Someone murdered a barn?
Harden Morden? What the hell does that mean?
Barn means child. And mortar, that's...
Child murderer. Edward, they murdered a child?
Someone thought so.
Probably the same someone who vandalized the store.
Jesus Christ, what?
I'm not sure how I feel about being in here.
Don't be ridiculous. We're all alone. What else do you suggest we do?
What's this? Oh, unlock the door? Okay. Let's do that first, in case we need to bolt out of here. This bingo, is this like Coca-Cola?
It's the same photograph as in the
Johan's
farmhouse, but
gone. At least, I assume he's the one who's been... snip.
Frederick clearly did not want anything to do with his twin brother.
Oh, maybe there was an argument we don't know yet about. There any money in the cash register? $6 or something, kroner. Last transaction, 6 kroner. Sure, how much is a kroner? Can't be much.
Why would Frederick keep a list of what he calls traitors?
What did they do to him?
Cross him in some way. Why else keep a list of undesirables?
Oh my god, and look at the first names on the list. It's Johan and Anna Fretland. Fucking hell. And Johan's name is like underlined in L. Like he's holding a big grudge against his twin brother. What's in here? What's this? Okay, from Simon to Ruth. He made her a drawing. And sent mail. There must be at least 10 envelopes he notices, all of them stamped and addressed, but stuck in perpetual limbo.
These were never sent.
How long have they been piling up?
I received Mrs. Fretland's letter in June, and they received my letter from July.
A couple of months. Perhaps the world forgot about Grovik.
Perhaps. Or something's afoot here.
Out of order.
Why hasn't it been fixed?
Perhaps there wasn't much demand for it anymore.
What are these lines?
O-S.
What? What are these lines here?
Oh boy. If only this thing worked. We could order a boat to come get us. Or, even better, order some hot grub.
Oh yeah, get some Deliveroo up in this house.
It really did a number on this place.
Why would they do this to one of their own?
Anger and fear trump civility.
What are you doing?
Looking for keys.
Your life of crime continues.
Yeah, don't judge me. What's this?
The keys are all gone.
Some thieving thieves beat you to it. Rascals.
There's a note.
Is it written in Viking runes? What does it say?
It's from Simon. Yai put it means I put. Nurkel is key. Casa. I don't know what that word means.
He put the key in the casa?
Casa. I wish I had my dictionary. The note's addressed to his father.
So the key was moved. But where to?
Somewhere safer. Or more convenient.
Can we really trust your translations? You only started studying a month ago.
I spent the summer reading, and I had a lot of free time on the ocean voyage.
Come on, how much could you possibly pick up in a few months?
You know my mind, it's a sponge.
Alright, he seems to be doing a good job so far translating. I would never be able to learn Norwegian in like a month or two. Seems impossible. Casa, though, seems awfully familiar to the Latin words for house.
The hat's in here.
Calm down, old boy. Anyway, how's a hat going to help us?
Who knows what else is in here? There could be more clues.
Alright, okay. Everything's Jake. We made it into the store. I'm sure we'll find a way through that door.
Casa.
So
Here we
that's
go.
what it means. Cash register.
Alright, so inside of the cash register.
You're a genuine gangster now, old fruit. Don't worry. If you get busted, I'll come visit you in the big house. The vandals weren't here for the money.
I think money was the last thing on their minds.
Wasn't there supposed to be a key?
Here it is.
Alright, cool. We have a key. Maybe to this door? I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. Here's her hat, and there's a note. Pick it up. Come on.
It is her hat.
Teddy, I'm not
Betty
sure
was
that's...
here, and not long ago.
Okay, but if that is her hat, what's it doing in a locked storeroom?
Another breadcrumb.
That's not an answer.
I know for sure she was here. That's what matters.
You know best, Edward. So, what now? If this is a breadcrumb, where's the next one?
There must be a reason her hat's in this room.
Something to do with this note, I assume?
What's that?
A handwritten note.
I'm not blind. What does it say, you silly goose?
It's hard to read. I'm not sure my translation will be... Johann, you... Nectar. Refuse. You refuse to speak to me, so I write this letter instead. It's from Frederick Fretland to his brother. Simon did not... Bloody hell. Simon did not murder your Ruth. He was fond of his cousin.
Ruth. Ruth is the daughter of Anna and Johann, which means the little girl in the photograph at the farmhouse. Oh, Edward. The Fretland girl was murdered. This is simply awful.
Simon was working at the farm while I tended to the store. I would have seen him had he passed on the way up to the cliffs.
They thought Simon killed Ruth. His own cousin.
Ruth was... what's that word? Playing. Ruth was always playing on the rocks below the church. She must have fallen by accident. The note ends there. Frederick never finished it. And Johann never read it. Not that it would have made a difference. If Johann thought...
The mob showed up for Simon. His father would have tried to protect him.
September 17th. You would have been here, Betty.
Rocks below the church. Isn't the church right above us? Edward, come look at this. That's the cliff. Right there. The one in the note? I bet you 1,000,000 clams.
Where?
See for yourself.
Let me have a look. Oh my god, that was the murderer? And they think the little boy did it? What? That was the quarrel between the brothers, I guess.
I guess that could be where...
Let's check it out.
No, Lissie, wait.
Right, let's go after her.
This way. I found it, Teddy. The cliff. I'm standing right below it.
What are you doing? This doesn't concern
The
us.
little girl died. We're staying in her home, for God's sake. Are you completely without heart? Get yourself up here, Edward Harden, right this minute.
How am I going to do that? Do I just climb up?
Come on, it's an easy climb.
This looks very dangerous.
Oh, you're a big boy. Start acting like it. It's not Mount Everest.
I don't know about this. Whoops-a-daisy.
I think it's funny that we're so proper at climbing mountains.
What is this?
Where little Ruth died.
You're being morbid. And this is a distraction. I'm here for Betty, not because some girl got
Edward.
herself...
You insensitive brute. You're like the Tin Woodman, no heart. You know, you've grown cold and mean in that horrid study of yours. With only books and bugs to keep you... please look at me when I'm talking to you.
I'm sorry.
So, you know, you've grown cold and mean in that horrid study of yours. With only books and bugs to keep you company for years and years and years. There are other people in this world, you know. It's not all about you. You're going to do this. If not for Ruth, then for us. We're going to figure out what happened to the poor girl. Together.
Okay. Well, that was a bit insensitive. Let's
Where are you going?
this way. Oh. The hell is this? The flowers he notices are all bolted.
That's been here a while.
Didn't you say it happened over a month ago?
You'd
Oh my
think
God.
Her family would have replaced it with fresh flowers.
Some blood on the rock here as well.
Is that blood?
The girl could have hit her head on that rock. There would have been plenty of blood.
That's awful. I think there's something behind it. Can you move the rock aside?
He notices the twigs are bent and broken, as if some great force from
Something
above.
struck this bush. She must have landed on it when... on her way down.
That's ghastly, Edward.
It's a long fall. Far enough to crush the girl's skull.
Edward Charles Harden!
What?
Oh, you're hopeless.
Alright, let's move this rock, see what's behind it. The little doll's body? Without a head? What the fuck?
It must be Ruth's.
Where's the head?
Maybe the killer also decapitates dolls.
Hold on. This pin. This is old. Very old. Looks like something from the Viking era.
We are in the land of Vikings.
This could be 1,000 years old. It does not belong on a child's doll.
Who cares? Ruth is dead and you're obsessing about a rusty old pin? Let's go further up. Maybe we'll find more clues. Come on, old sport. It's not far.
Can you wait just 1 minute so that I can catch my breath? Huh? Did you follow the same path, Betty? Or am I just stumbling through darkness?
Just took the doll. We have it with us. Oh, hello, Mr. Goat. I bet you $5 they have something to do with this.
One
Oh,
second.
teddy bear. We need to take you out walking more often.
So, the girl fell from up here.
Was pushed, you mean? Can you see where she fell? Seeing as you're so concerned about me falling out of trees, I wouldn't want to risk falling off a cliff.
Oh my god. The stone he noticed would be the likely terminating point of a fall.
If she fell headfirst on that rock, she'd have died instantly.
Edward, honestly.
You wanted to learn more. This is you learning more. She hit her head and fell into the bush where I found her doll. Happy now, Alice?
I'm not. What was she doing up here in the first place?
Playing? She was a child. Children play in dangerous places.
There must be more to it. Let's find out where this path leads.
No, absolutely not. I don't have time for this nonsense. We're running out of daylight, and Betty's still... You're still out there.
Right, I think I'm gonna take a quick break right here. Seems like a nice resting place. And yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the game so far. I know I am. I love these like story-driven adventure stories, although it doesn't seem to have much action to it, and it feels so far like a walking simulator. I think the story will be very interesting as it develops further on. So yeah, I'm just gonna say this one time though. If you're new to the channel, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this, and help me and support the channel. And that'll be all for me. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye bye.